Dear students, now we are back to our new session, Geography. Second lesson, Plateaus. Last session of second chapter, we have learned about the mountains. Different types of mountains like fold mountain, block mountain, and volcanic mountains. Not only that, we have learned in last lesson about importance of mountains too. Now we are going to learn plateaus. What do you mean by plateau? Plateau is a large area of very level land rising much above the surrounding areas. Plateaus means it is a large area of very level land rising, something like a table. A plateau may have steep slope. It is not a slopey slope, but it is a steep slope like this. Okay, like a table, steep. And what about the mountains? Mountains will a slopey side, like a slopey ones. Okay. A plateau may be higher than the mountain, but it is almost flat upper surface. Does not have a peak. That is next important side. That is what a mountain. It have a flat upper surface. Upper surface will have flat like this. Okay. But what about the mountain? Mountains have something conical in shape or a round in shape. Anything else can be. So, like in mountains, some plateaus are old while others are comparatively new. Same way when we were studying of mountain, we had learned of a old mountain as well as a young mountains. Here also we can have same type, same category. That is old plateaus as well as lower young plateaus. Old plateaus are lower, like last time we said, because of erosion, its a conical shape may have what? Conical shape, its a peak may get rounded. How? Because of erosion. It can be by animal, by wind, by rain, or any other means. Same process can happen here too. This because of erosion, its height can get reduces. Now, one example of plateau of India, that is a Deccan Plateau of India, and next example, this is from India, Deccan Plateau of India. Another from outside, it is a plateaus of Brazil, Australia, and Africa. These are the another examples, good examples. Some of the major old plateaus, these are the old plateaus. Okay, and now comes another plateau, that is a plateau of Tibet. Plateau of Tibet to the north of Himalaya is the highest plateau in the world. Its height ranges between 4,000 and 6,000 meters above the sea level. 4,000 and 6,000 meters above the sea level, that is what the Tibetan plateaus, that is a young plateau. Then types of plateaus. Depending on how they are formed, plateaus may be tectonic or volcanic. According to its formation, we can divide plateaus into two, that is a tectonic, plate tectonic we had learned early, or a volcanic by volcanoes, it can get formed. A tectonic plateau is formed when a part of Earth's surface is pushed up but not wrinkled. It can be pushed up by like this. You can have a this force, both the side force can be applied, it can get pushed up, not getting wrinkly. Okay, this is a process. Hmm? But not wrinkled. The plateau of Tibet is an example. Tibetan plateau, that is a good example for what? It is a tectonic plateau, not a volcanic plateau. And sometime molten material from below the earth, like a hot molten liquid, that comes out through openings, then spreads out over the surface and gradually cools and hardens. Then several layers of such material may get deposited. Several layers of such materials may get deposited one over the other, forming a flat topped highland. Then of such material may get deposited one over the other, forming a flat topped highland. And this kind of landform is called a volcanic plateau. And so now let us see what about this kind of landform. So what kind of landform? This hot molten liquid may come out or deposited and deposited one over the other. This volcanic eruption can take place once, then the same place second time, then same place second time, like one after another. It may get cooled and it may formed like a plateau. Okay, and depending on where they are formed, plateaus may be intermonite or Piedmont or continental. Then depending on where the place where they formed, their formation take place, there according to that we can divide into intermonite or continental, like that two. Again we can have one is intermonite, another one is continental. And intermonite plateau is surrounded by mountain. Intermonite plateau, that is surrounded by mountain. Between one plateau and surround can be mountains. The plateau of Tibet is one of these. Therefore, this also we can have a Tibetan plateau as an example. Intermonite plateau. Then a Piedmont plateau is formed at the foot of mountain. Piedmont plateaus where at the foot of a mountain. It is bordered by mountains on one side and a plain or an ocean on the other side. One side can be mountain, another side can be plain area or a ocean side. This can be Piedmont mountain. It lies between Appalachian mountains and the Atlantic and Atlantic Ocean. A continental plateau is located away from mountains. Now comes another type of plateaus, that is situated away, located away from mountain. It is very vast and has plains or oceans on all sides. That continental mountain, we can say so, it is a very vast. It has plains, oceans on all sides. And the plateau of Western Australia is the example. A plateau that is cut into sections by the valleys of rivers flowing through. It is called a dissected plateau. And now, dear students, next period we will study about the importance of a plateau. So, thank you. Have a nice day.